Hi, I'm Dayana Yoakum. Welcome to Ask a Fool, where we take your questions you've posted on Twitter and Facebook and emailed us, and we answer them. Today, we have a question from Laura. She asks, is there any reason to stick with a particular firm when your advisor moves to a different company? My advisor is very active in my investments, and now that he moved, I haven't had a single call from the firm in the 6 months he's been gone. Girlfriend, that guy's not calling you back? Then give him the hand. And now, for the actual advice, I am joined by Robert Brokamp, our Rule Your Retirement expert here at the Motley Fool.
Right.
So, this is an interesting situation because this happens a lot. Advisors move around.
Yep.
And in this particular instance, we're seeing an example of something that happens to a lot of investors who've worked closely with someone who is now, off in the wind.
Right. So what happens, and I don't know, Laura, if this is what happened in your exact situation, but I do know what happens is firms try to poach advisors from other firms. So let's say your advisor is here at Merrill Lynch. Edward Jones offers him or her a lot of money to come over, goes to Edward Jones, takes the big accounts, leaves the smaller accounts. No offense, Laura. But then what happens is the other big, at your current firm, your account may not be that exciting. If anyone calls you, it's going to be the junior broker, the new guy on the job. You're not going to get a lot of attention. What you really need to do then is find out where you want to go, find a new financial advisor, and then say, you know what, I want to work with you. Transfer this money from the old firm over to your firm, and they'll handle it. They'll do something called an ACAT, and your account will be brought over.
And all the ACAT is basically an official Dear John letter.
Right, exactly.
to the brokerage that you're leaving for the new one.
And you might pay, they might charge you a transfer fee. Sometimes the new advisor will cover that for you. If it's not in an IRA or something like that, you make sure you want the investments to be transferred over directly. You don't want them sold and brought over because there might be tax consequences. So your advisor will help you with that. But don't stick with this firm because they're not giving you the attention you deserve.
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah. So just a couple quick pieces of advice for Laura as she's looking for a new firm, a new financial planner. What are 3 things that she should make sure that this new person has?
Well, one thing you want to make sure, if you can, is that there are no conflicts of interest. And by doing that is you find an advisor who charges by the hour, if you can, and not someone who's charging by the commission. So we're talking fee-only advisors. Some of them will also charge a % of your assets per year, but still better than someone who's charging a commission because there might be that conflict of interest. You want to are they recommending this investment because it's good for me or because it's good for them? So 2 places where you can get fee-only advisors, the Garrett Planning Network, or an organization called NAPFA, N-A-P-F-A. Now, I will say that these people also have minimums. Sometimes they won't manage your money unless you have large accounts, but you can still pay them by the hour. In that situation, you're going to have to implement the advice yourself. So what you do is look for a discount broker or a mutual fund company, move the money there, and again, you contact them and say, you know what, I want to move my money to you. They'll handle everything. Take the advice from the financial advisor, implement it yourself. Yeah. And sometimes these mutual fund companies and discount brokers will offer advice that you can pay for directly. You pay them the $100, $200 and say, all right, tell me what to do, and they'll help you out.
Yeah. Well, regardless, Laura, you're very important to us. You are a very special client. And we appreciate the question. That's a great opportunity to talk about why this happens and what exactly is happening to people's accounts. So, Robert, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And that is it for Ask a Fool right now. Remember, send us your questions via email, post on Twitter, post on Facebook, and we will answer them. Thanks very much.